We have been living in the shadows. For most of this long, sorrowing year, we have been kept in the shadows of our rooms, the shadows of our fears, waiting for the shadow of death to pass over us. We have never known a time like this. We have been kept at the back of our caves, if not out of obedience, then out of fear. Our vulnerability has been exposed without mercy. We have been confronted not just with discomfort, but with the fact of our mortality. The whole world has been cast into shadow. Mary is a young woman in the shadows. She is unknown, anonymous, insignificant. And in the shadows, an angel finds her. Joseph is a man in the shadows of obscurity, in the shadows of doubt. Reassurance comes to him in the shadows of sleep, and in the shadow of oppression, he and Mary make their way to Bethlehem to be counted for the emperor. When they appear out of the shadows to plead for a room, they are turned down and shown outside. And there, in the shadows of night, Jesus is brought forth into the world. Jesus was born not in the bright blaze of glory, but in the shadows of night and under the shadow of poverty. We have been living in those shadows. And that is why Jesus is born not as a king, but into our shadows, into our fears and our frailty. That is the Christmas message, a message that transforms shadows into the light of joy. God chooses to come among us as the least of us, in order to love us out of our isolation, out of our prisons, and into the fullness and flourishing God meant us for and calls us to. The baby seen by the shepherds under the shadow of night will transform our fears into assurance, our sickness into strength, our sins into salvation, the night of our despair into the dawn of God's hope, and all through the power of love. So Merry Christmas. The child born in the shadows of a barn will soon transform even these shadows of ours by the light of love.